روى ذاك قوم لا يرد حديثهم ألا خاب قوم كذبوهم وقبحوا. We said the hadith regarding the descent of the descent of Allah at the third part of the night. We said it was reported by a group of persons that it's difficult that we say they are online. Like all that they are saying is not true. It's difficult to say that because this group of persons, they are people of honor, people of value. Even if one person of honor says something, we accept. Not to talk of many persons. So, and those people that belie them, they are the ones that are disgraced and they have lost. Now, let's quickly begin the next phase, which the scholar says, وَقُلْ إِنَّ خَيْرَ النَّاسِ بَعْدَ مُحَمَّدٍ وَزِيرَاهُ قِدْمًا ثُمَّ عُثْمَانُ أَرْجَحُ. But before that, there are some things I want to mention here. Under the sifat, the attribute of Allah, scholars subdivide it into two. Please listen very well. This particular point is very important. We have as-sifatu al-dhatiyya. You can put it somewhere. As-sifatu al-dhatiyya. And we have as-sifatu al-fi'liyya. As-sifatu al-dhatiyya. And we have as-sifatu al-fi'liyya. Now, sifatu al-dhatiyya, they are attributes that are part of Allah, that cannot be separated from Allah. Who can give me one of the attributes of Allah that can be separated from Allah? From Allah. One of the attributes of Allah. Allah al-basar. Another one. Al what? I didn't hear. What did she say? What we are saying, the attribute of Allah that cannot be separated from Allah. The sifa, the attribute. Somebody said, seeing, al-basar. Allah sees everything. We cannot separate that seeing from Allah at any moment. That He sees sometime, He does not see sometime. Do we get that? Allah hears all the time. It cannot be separated by at any moment from Allah. Allah is knowledgeable. Al-ilmu. Sifatun dhatiyya. Are we together? Allah has knowledge. We can't separate knowledge from Allah. Because when you say He has knowledge at this time, A'udhu billahi min dhalik. Those attributes that cannot be separated from Allah, they are called as-sifatu al-dhatiyya. Do we get that? Now, there are some sifats that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, maybe He does it sometime, it's not all the time. Like the one we just mentioned now, an-nuzul, the descent of Allah. Okay? Is an attribute of action of Allah. Sometimes, of course, from the hadith, it says the last third part of the night. So it is an attribute of action of Allah, not zatiyya, that cannot be separated. Okay? For example, now, which other one from amongst the attributes that we have? The forgiven. Okay? So, okay, is attributes. Kullu ismin sifa. Every name of Allah is an attribute. Walaysat kullu sifatin isman. But not all attributes is the name of Allah. Not all attributes is the name of Allah. So in this regard, so Allah, does He forgive all the time? Why do you say no?
Because he does not forgive shirk.
He does not forgive shirk. Okay?
What?
So that is why there are some attributes. There are some attributes that could be, there are some attributes that could be zatiyya and fi'liyya. Okay? There could be zatiyya and fi'liyya. But inshallah, we will discuss that some other time. But what we want us to understand here is that sifatun nuzul, the descent of Allah, okay, is established according to the sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it is almost impossible that we say the hadith is a lie because of the number of persons that reported the hadith. And we should not be doing the takyif. How does he do that? How does he? Because if you are doing the takyif, it's more or less like you are likening the descent of Allah to the descent of someone. There was a big lie that was affiliated to Sheikh al-Islam, that when he came down from the mimbar and he said the nuzul of Allah is like this nuzul of his. It was a lie. Sheikh al-Islam never said so, because a lot of his statement is that we shouldn't compare the attribute of Allah to the attribute of any other person from amongst his creation. Inshallah, we'll stop here. We'll treat in proper the next phase, which is about the Sahaba, the most revered among the Sahaba after Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Inshallah, next week. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. You have a question?
Yes. Anger of Allah to be part of the action of.
So it will be fi'aliyah, because it's not all the time. It's not all the time. Allah does not get angry all the time. Okay? So the one that is not separated from Allah is zatiyah. The one that could be, maybe sometime and some is fi'aliyah. Wallahu a'lam. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم.
اللهم رحمتك أرجو فلا تكلني إلى نفسي طرفة عين وأصلح لي شأني كله لا إله إلا أنت.